Governments that push green energy programs probably have good intentions, but are these initiatives everything they're made out to be? We're told they create jobs and will help us diversify the economy. But the truth is that these programs are resulting in job deficits. This report from the Fraser Institute suggests as many as 75,000 manufacturing jobs have been lost due to the high costs of green energy in Ontario. What gives? The Green Energy Act was meant to boost solar panel and wind turbine manufacturing jobs in the province. The government even promised the creation of more than 50,000 jobs when it introduced the act in 2009, which, if you're keeping count, still doesn't make up for those manufacturing losses. To date, they've only created 20,000 jobs, and the Siemens wind turbine plant in Tillsonburg closed, resulting in 340 layoffs. But small industrial consumers have seen increases of about 50% in electricity costs over the last 6 years or so, which means they have to make choices between employing people and paying the bills. For this reason, it's telling that many of the manufacturing jobs outlined in the Fraser Institute report were lost in the paper, steel, and iron industries, where electricity is amongst the highest input costs for these businesses. And compared to other jurisdictions across North America, Ontario's manufacturing industry has declined the most, and the only thing separating different regions is the high price of electricity. And electricity prices are projected to rise thanks to the Ontario Liberals, so we can only anticipate that more jobs will be lost. The government's push for an aggressive green energy plan meant billions of dollars in subsidies and contracts to green companies. But the demand for electricity consumption was overestimated and resulted in an oversupply of electricity on the grid. The contracts remained, so that meant Ontarians had to keep paying for them, which also meant more expensive electricity for everyone. And when people started to complain about their hydro bills, Premier Kathleen Wynne promised to cut the costs of services by 25%. In fact, she started borrowing money to pay for those cuts, which means an even higher cost to taxpayers through interest payments. Auditor General Bonnie Lysyk says government mismanagement of the Green Energy Act will cost taxpayers a whopping $133 billion by 2032. She also estimates that reducing hydro bills on the taxpayer dime would cost an extra $39.4 billion. Let's face it, the Green Energy Act has created a huge and expensive mess. The cost of electricity used to be low in Ontario, but now it's amongst the highest in North America because of the expensive act. Right now, Ontarians pay up to 3 times more to keep their lights on compared with other jurisdictions in Canada. The Ontario Liberals provide a cautionary tale of what's to come for the rest of us. Other Canadian governments, like the Alberta NDP and the federal Liberals, are ramming through green energy policies. And in doing so, they're killing competition and jobs without thinking about the consequences. For the Rebel.media, I'm Holly Nicholas. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like our Facebook page, follow us on Twitter, and visit our website so that you never miss the other side of the story in Canadian news.